I'm the advanced backyard mechanic, and today we aren't just talking about changing your oil when a light tells you to. We're diving deep into the mechanical DNA of the F-Series. We're talking about the hidden maintenance items that Ford's manual glosses over. We're talking about the 10R80 transmission quirks, the EcoBoost's appetite for clean oil, and why your maintenance-free coolant is a ticking time bomb. If you want your truck to hit 300,000 miles, you can't just be a driver. You have to be a caretaker. Grab your shop towels and a cold drink because we are going through every bolt, fluid, and filter on the best-selling truck in America. Let's get to work. Let's start with the most controversial topic in the Ford community: oil changes. Ford's Intelligent Oil Life Monitor, or IOLM, will often tell you that you're good for 10,000 miles. Stop. Just stop right there. As a mechanic who sees the inside of these engines, 10,000 miles is a marketing interval, not a longevity interval. If you have a 5.0-liter Coyote V8, you might get away with it. But if you are running a 2.7 or 3.5-liter EcoBoost, 10,000 miles is a death sentence for your turbos. The EcoBoost reality. Turbos are cooled and lubricated by your engine oil. They spin at over 100,000 RPM and get incredibly hot. When you turn your truck off, that oil sits in the turbo bearing housing. If that oil is dirty or broken down, it cokes, creating carbon deposits that will eventually starve the turbo of oil. The tip: change your oil every 5,000 miles. If you tow or idle a lot, like a work truck, move that up to 3,500 miles. Use the right stuff. Don't be cheap here. Use a full synthetic oil that meets Ford's WSS-M2C946-B1 spec for the 3.5-liter. Why? Because direct injection engines like the EcoBoost suffer from low-speed pre-ignition, or LSPI. Modern oils are specifically formulated to prevent this. And for the love of all things mechanical, use a Motorcraft FL500S filter, or whatever your specific model calls for. It has a silicone anti-drainback valve that prevents dry starts, something aftermarket filters often skimp on. The death rattle and timing chain care. That is your timing chain slapping against the guides because the hydraulic tensioners haven't pressurized yet. This is directly linked to, you guessed it, long oil change intervals. Dirty oil wears down the chain links, causing stretch. The preventative tip: beyond the 5,000-mile oil change, check your phasers. If you hear a light knock when the engine is warm at idle, your cam phasers are failing. Ford has issued multiple TSBs, or technical service bulletins, on this. If you're under warranty, get it documented now. If you're out of warranty, the best thing you can do is stay religious with high-quality oil to keep those small oil passages inside the phasers clear. The 10-speed transmission, 10R80, survival guide. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the 10R80 transmission. Since 2017, this has been the standard in the F-150. It's a joint venture with GM, and while it's great for fuel economy, it has a reputation for clunky shifting. Ford says the fluid is lifetime or good for 150,000 miles. Liars. In the real world, the 10R80 runs hot. Heat kills transmission fluid. If you look at your dash and see your trans temps creeping above 215 degrees Fahrenheit regularly, your fluid is cooking. The tip: 1. Drain and fill every 30,000 to 45,000 miles. Do not do a flush where they force fluid through with a machine. Just a pan drop, filter change, and refill with Mercon ULV. 2. The stubby dipstick. Most new F-150s don't have a dipstick under the hood. It's a tiny little cap on the side of the transmission. It's a pain to reach, but you must check the level. These transmissions are extremely sensitive to fluid level. Being half a quart low will cause those hard shifts everyone complains about. Coolant, the silent corroder. Ford switched to yellow coolant recently, moving away from the old orange. The orange stuff was notorious for clogging heater cores. Coolant doesn't just keep the engine cool. It has anti-corrosion additives that protect your aluminum radiator, your water pump, and your cylinder heads. Over time, those additives wear out. The fluid looks fine, but it becomes acidic. The tip? Don't wait for 100,000 miles. Do a coolant refresh, drain and fill, every 50,000 miles. And use distilled water if you're mixing it yourself. Top water contains minerals that will create scaling inside your engine's tiny cooling passages. The aluminum body and the rusty frame. Body tip. Check your door bottoms and hood edges. If you see bubbling paint, that's corrosion underneath. Wash your truck often, especially if you live where they salt the roads. But more importantly, frame tip. Your frame is still steel, and because it's a fully boxed frame, it traps mud, salt, and moisture inside the box. Every spring, take a hose and stick it into the frame holes. Flush out the sand and salt. Then apply a lanolin-based undercoating like fluid film or wool wax. Do not use rubberized undercoating. It traps moisture against the metal and makes the frame rot faster. Air filters and the dust factor. This is the easiest maintenance task, yet so many people forget it. Your engine is a giant air pump. Engine air filter. Replace every 15,000 to 30,000 miles. If you drive on dirt roads, check it every oil change. A clogged filter kills MPG and puts stress on the turbos. Cabin air filter. Behind the glove box. If your AC smells like a gym locker or your windows fog up easily, change this. It takes 5 minutes. 4x4 systems and differentials. If you have a 4x4, you have 3 extra oil pans to worry about. The front diff, the rear diff, and the transfer case. Ford says 150,000 miles for these fluids, but if you've ever backed a boat ramp into the water, you might have sucked water into your differential through the vent tube. Water plus gear oil equals mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is a terrible lubricant. The tip? Change your differential and transfer case fluids at 60,000 miles. If you off-road or tow heavy, do it at 30,000. Use a high-quality 75W85 or 75W140. Check your door sticker or manual for the exact weight. Brakes and the squishy pedal. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. That's a fancy way of saying it sucks moisture out of the air. Moisture in your brake lines causes 2 problems. It lowers the boiling point, causing brake fade on hills, and it rusts your ABS valves and calipers from the inside out. The tip? Flush your brake fluid every 2 to 3 years. It's cheap insurance to keep your F-150 stopping on a dime. The Advanced Mechanics Mantra. Look, maintaining a Ford F-Series in 2026 isn't the same as maintaining a 1990 F-150. These trucks are smarter, faster, and more capable, but they are also more sensitive. If you follow Ford's minimum requirements, your truck will probably make it to the end of the lease or the warranty just fine. But if you want to be the guy with 300,000 miles on the original engine and transmission, you have to go above and beyond. Recap for the advanced owner. Oil every 5K, full synthetic. Trans service every 45K. Spark plugs every 30K, EcoBoost. Frame flush and coat every year. Coolant refresh every 50K. You don't need a PhD in engineering to keep these trucks running. You just need a 10mm socket, a drain pan, and the discipline to do the work before the check engine light tells you to. Thanks for hanging out in the backyard with me today. If this helped you, hit that like button. It helps the channel more than you know. And if you have a specific maintenance tip for your F-Series, drop it in the comments below. Let's help each other keep these trucks on the road. I'm the Advanced Backyard Mechanic. I'll see you in the next one.